Welcome back to the channel, coin fans and history seekers. Today we're taking a closer look at the 1972 Kennedy half dollar with the Denver D mint mark. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries decades of history and collector interest. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, created as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. Americans embraced the design immediately, making it one of the most popular coins of its era. By 1972, the coin had been in circulation for less than a decade, but it had already become an American icon. Millions of people saved these coins as keepsakes, while others used them every day in commerce. On the obverse side, you'll find the bold and recognizable profile of John F. Kennedy, facing left. The design was created by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. Around the rim are the words, Liberty, and the national motto, In God We Trust, with the date 1972 struck clearly at the bottom. Next to Kennedy's neck is the small D mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side is a powerful design by Frank Gasparro, the presidential seal, featuring a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings. The eagle holds an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and readiness to defend. Above the eagle's head is a ring of stars, and around the edge are the inscriptions United States of America and half dollar. This reverse design has remained almost unchanged since the series began. Unlike the very first year of issue in 1964, which contained 90% silver, by 1972 the Kennedy half dollar was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. It features outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 11.34 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, giving it a solid and hefty feel in the hand, much larger than the quarter and smaller than the old silver dollar. The year 1972 wasn't known for any rare errors or varieties in the Kennedy series, but the sheer volume of production was huge. The Denver Mint alone struck over 141 million half dollars that year. Now, when we describe a dirty condition coin, we're talking about a piece that's been through decades of circulation. It might be covered with grime, surface discoloration, and wear that dulls the original shine. In circulated, dirty condition, Kennedy's portrait usually shows flattening on the hair above his ear and across the cheek and jawline. These high points wear down first when coins are used heavily. On the reverse, the eagle's breast feathers and the details in the shield are often the first to lose sharpness. Dirt and discoloration can also settle into the recessed areas of the design, giving the coin a darkened, aged appearance. While some collectors prefer bright, shiny examples, others appreciate the rugged look of a circulated coin. A dirty 1972 D half dollar tells the story of years of use, whether in banks, casinos, or even vending machines. It's important to note that cleaning a coin is not recommended. Many beginners think that shining up a dirty coin will increase its value, but in reality, cleaning often damages the surface and lowers collector interest. In terms of grading, most dirty circulated 1972 D half dollars would fall into the good G to very fine VF range, depending on the amount of wear. Higher grade circulated coins may still show strong details despite the discoloration. Value-wise, most circulated examples are worth only 50 cents, their face value, because so many were produced. Even in uncirculated condition, they are usually worth just a few dollars unless graded very high. However, the historical connection to President Kennedy and the enduring popularity of the design keep collectors interested. Many people build date and mint mark sets of Kennedy halves, and the 1972 D is an essential piece of that puzzle. Beyond monetary value, a dirty 1972 D half dollar is a piece of history you can hold. It represents a time when half dollars still circulated more actively than they do today, and when Kennedy's legacy was fresh in the nation's memory. In conclusion, the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar in dirty, circulated condition may not be rare or highly valuable, but it carries weight, literally and historically. It's a coin that tells a story of everyday America, worn and darkened by the passage of time, yet still shining with meaning for collectors.